Hey everybody, it's mumbaidoug. I'm going to post my video response to mumbaidoug's 5 questions. They were so intriguing, I just had to answer it. Question 1. What was my worst job? My worst job by far had to be my very first job. I was 16 years old, just by a couple of days, when I started my first part-time job after school. I worked at a nursing home in the kitchen, and my job was to wash dishes. Big pots and pans, as well as the sectioned off plates that had multiple types of pureed food for the people in the nursing home. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I didn't go home stinky every night. No. That job stunk in more ways than one. That was my worst job. What's something funny that I'm afraid of? I think everybody already knows that I'm afraid of moths and butterflies and anything that flies unpredictably. I do not like spiders either. So, yeah, I guess those are the things I'm afraid of. What's more important, first impressions or last impressions? I think that last impressions are more important, because really someone can judge you up front, but they have an opportunity to judge you in full if they choose to, at your parting. So it might be that I've known someone for 10 years and I made an awful impression on them at first, but I've had 10 years to make a last impression on them. Whatever they're left with would be their last impression. So I think last impressions are more important. Question 4. What's better, living for a long time or living a more enjoyable life for a shorter amount of time? I don't want to die young, but I think that I'd rather live to ripe old age as long as I'm happy doing that. I don't want to live to be 105 just to live to be 105 if the last 30 years of my life, 20 years of my life are, not enjoyable. So I'd rather live a shorter life and enjoy it more if I had the choice, like I really do. Oh, what's the worst car I ever owned? Okay. I'm going to say it's the worst car I ever owned, but at the same time it was one of the most reliable cars I ever owned. This was my second car ever. I had a Mustang. That was my first car, and I blew the engine on that thing. My second car was the worst car. It was a 1981 Chevrolet Chevette, 4-door, stick shift, no options. It was the worst car ever as far as appearances go, but that thing just ran and ran and ran and ran. It was $900, and I couldn't complain about it. It had to have been 1990 when I bought it. No, maybe 89 when I bought it. 88 or 89. I was in high school. So, 81 Chevy Chevette. It was baby poop brown, and it was just the ugly. Enough from the peanut gallery. It was just the worst car ever. But it was reliable, so in $900, what can I complain about there? It's ugly. Ugly. Alright, that's my response. Peace.